When we get up in the morning, along with coffee, toast, and cake. If you're like the old Stone Roadie, you like to wake and bake. Now let's join Craig, Reed, and Griff Martin as you head out on the road. So sit right back, buckle right in. It's a Wake and Bake Morning Show. It's a Wake and Bake Morning Show. It's a Wake and Bake Morning Show. Good morning.
Good morning, everybody. Time to rise and shine. I'm Shelby Barrett, the STONED for the STONED Roadie Show, and it's time to Wake and Bake with Craig Reed and Griff Martin.
The STONED Roadie Show, podcast number 160, Wake and Bake number 42, action. Alrighty then, fellow earthlings, looky here, it's hump day, Wednesday, April the 24th, 2024, and what the heck we got going on this wonderful, beautiful April morning there, Griff?
Well, Craig, you say you got a bunch of stickers mailed out today, huh? So people.
I actually did. I mailed out. While we're talking about that, let me see. I'm gonna. There's, like I said before, we didn't really actually sell that many. So, since we didn't sell that many, I'll just go ahead and I'll just count off who I sent those out there today. And if anybody, wrote in the drawing that you wanted me to send you a sticker, and for some reason I missed it, or I misplaced something, or if I made a mistake and you're supposed to be on this list to get a sticker, write me at the Stoned Roadie, the Stoned Roadie at gmail.com, and we'll get you a couple of those stickers out, because like I said, if you were only supposed to get one sticker, I sent out two, and actually sent out a little special little thing too, and I'm not going to tell you what it is. You're just going to have to wait till you get your package, but I'll send those out to another one. Any other people, and while we're on that, didn't get anybody to send any more requests for numbers, except for Denise Soares. She sent in $25 the other day, and you'll be number 76, and you're going to be in the middle there, because Ken Johnson, I mistakenly gave him a couple of numbers, and he said that I gave him a couple of numbers, so he relinquished 76. We'll give you Denise Soares, your number 76 on the next drawing, and since we're talking about that drawing, we made a mistake and we called off the wrong number. We called off wheelchair Chuck, and that kind of was turned out to be meant to be, because because I already kind of had a document of authenticity made up for it, and I was just going to do that for those $50, and I really didn't put not a time and effort in it, I just, just put on there, because I only gave 2 of those away previously, so this will be 3 and 4, and then this coming Friday will be 5, so, once I had to make up one up for wheelchair Chuck, I kind of made it a little special for him, and so after I did that, I kind of redid the template and made the whole thing a little better, and then somebody else sent me a copy of where I sold them the Lucky Silver Dollar set. So they sent back to me where they had put it in a frame, and I messed up. I didn't get the whole thing in the picture, but you can get a pretty good idea what they did with it, and you can see the coin down there, and I signed it right here and stuff. And then I'm holding the coin here, and then I signed it here in the middle of the record there. But yeah, that's just an illustration. So I come up with another idea, and I'm kind of working on that. So I'm gonna. So I sent out the stickers today, but I didn't send out the grand prize yet because I'm still working on it. But I want to get those right because I want to. We're going to give away about 10 of those. And I'm not saying everybody should spend $200 on a frame like that and put that in there. But like that. But I do send stuff out in plastic covers, so if you put it in a little booklet, flip over and it's all in there. It's all looks pretty cool. But yeah, I'm making up a little something special. I'm gonna try to, anyways. But yeah, if it wouldn't have been for oh my gosh, Ken. Oh, what's his name? Ken. Oh gosh. Oh, let me see here. The guy that gave up 77, Ken, I think his name is. Ken Johnson. Yeah, he had 58 and 77, and he wrote me an email, and he goes, "The reason I gave up 77 is because I had 58, and I was born in 58, so I figured that was going to be the lucky number." But 77 just came up lucky because you gave it back, and I thought that would be a lucky number. If you wouldn't have gave it back, I wouldn't have never thought about it. And 77, the subject of 77 would have never came up, and Wheelchair Chuck would have never won, and then I would have never made the document better. And then, after I get real famous, and 100 years from now, when I'm in the Smithsonian Institute, one of those are hanging in there. It'll be a real good specimen, instead of the one I would have put up before, and probably that would have never made it in there unless it would have been for that mistake. So everything happened for a reason, and in my opinion, whatever. But yeah, that's my opinion, and I'm sticking to it. But anyways, let me get back to reading off the names of the people that I sent those stickers out to here. Oh, the pages are sticking together. Oh, well, let me see here. This is going to happen when I'm live on the air, huh? So anyways, yeah, looky here. That's the wrong piece of paper, of course. Thought I had it, but I had the wrong. Oh, no, that's not the one either. Here it is. I got it here. I got it. All right. Hey, Chris Etheridge, I sent your package out today. Danny Barron, that's our intro musician.
Yeah.
Sent your package out today. And Rusty Arrington, I sent your package out today. Lori Shoemaker, Angela Lynyrd, I didn't send yours out today because along with your sticker, you want one of Griff's Hell House posters, and that's too big to put in an envelope, so I had to go to the FedEx today and get some boxes so I can roll those up and mail them out that way. So you're going to get yours when I send this other stuff out tomorrow in the big pack. Today when I send those, this morning when I send those big packages out. And Billy Luttrell, I got yours out. Denise Soares, I got yours out today. John Morrow, TP, and James King. Now, if you're not one of those people and you feel like you ordered one of them stickers and I missed you, like I said, write to thestonedroadie@gmail.com, and we'll get that straightened out there. And heck, The only thing else I got that I had wrote down on my thing is what it was. I got a couple of emails I was going through, and Donna Rickmeyer, she said, "Hey, stay off that roof. Call the man."
Yeah, man. I agree with that, Craig.
She, like Griff said, I said something about I had to go up on the roof the other day, and oh gosh, what else? Oh yeah, I don't guess I couldn't remember the guy's name that won the drawing, number 79. That's Mike Stallings. Mike Stallings. Yeah, that was the winner of the last drawing. I think we were so confused we forgot to say who you were. So Mike Stallings, yeah, you won it. But I don't mind saying people's last names because there's probably about 10 of you in the United States. So so using the last name, and there's always another one of you out there. It don't matter what your name is, and
now you're just a number.
Yeah, you're just a number. And the only thing else, when I was talking last week, I was talking about when I went to Jefferson Starship, and Papa John Creech was there when I was the roadie for Leon Wilkeson at the Jefferson Starship show when he filled in for their bass player, and I went there, and Papa John Creech was there, and he asked me and Leland Burpee if we had any whiskey, and all we had was that I told a Booker Nose, and I made a mistake. I said it was 158 proof. I was exaggerating a little bit. It's between 121 and 127 proof. So that's still pretty powerful, And if you remember the story, I told Papa John Creech, when I gave it to him, I said, "Now watch out. That's some pretty powerful stuff." And he looked at me like I was a silly white boy, and that stuff took his breath, and he wanted some ice, to calm down. And then after we got him calmed down, his wife said, "Hey, you got another little taste of that?" It was pretty funny back in the dressing room, But I was telling Sammy about it, and he goes, he said he was asking me all about it because he's a bourbon collector, and so we looked it up, and that bottle of bourbon, if we had that same bottle of Booker Nose, and Booker Nose, he was Jim Beam's grandson, but my buddy Sammy said, yeah, Jim Beam back in 1990 or whatever, when we were doing this, but that's not the same Jim Beam 30 years ago as it is today. It's not as good today. But he said Jack Daniels is even better today than it was back then, but we looked it up, and that if we had that bottle of Booker Nose today, that bottle of Booker Nose was worth $3,000 on today's market. From if we had it from 30 years ago, but a new bottle of Booker or whatever is about $200 a bottle. So, but it's 121 and 127 proof. Yeah, but so yeah, that's all I got on Monday morning or Wednesday, that Wednesday morning news there, Griff. What else we got going? I've been jabbering here for quite a while.
But I can't believe that nobody wants a coin with a nice letter of authenticity. That was
no, it wasn't the coin, it was the sticker.
But we're for the drawing Friday.
Oh yeah. No, those are becoming popular. Yeah.
Yeah, and they didn't send you an email, and that's like the most famous crash in the history of rock and roll, and nobody wants to send Greg
I guess we're not getting no more new viewers, I guess.
Yeah, that's a shame.
We only made $149 last month on subscriptions, so
yeah, man.
That's not much.
That's
for
not
the,
good. Our survivors need to do
survivors,
better. Yeah, so a little bit disappointing, but I think it'll pick up.
Oh yeah, where everybody says we're going to be number one here pretty soon, so that's why I'm fixing up these documents of authenticity, so when we become famous and you you'll win these. You can be proud to.
Yeah, lots of
have them.
interactive prizes.
And they're free, you know.
Yeah, and they were on the most famous
Yeah.
plane crash in rock and roll history.
Ever in the whole world, yeah.
I mean, there was Buddy Holly and Jim Croce, and that, and then of
Amelia
course,
Earhart. Yeah,
Stevie Ray Vaughan.
there was a survey one time, and Skynyrd was like either 1 or 2 or 3 or something like
Yeah,
that. The world's
it's up
most
there.
famous plane crashes, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, shoot, man, you can't send an email for that. Craig's gonna give me one. I'm gonna get one from Craig. He promised he's gonna mail me one. So
Yeah, we'll have to make you number 10 or something. I don't know. Pick a number, any number.
oh, I don't care, as long as I
Any
get
number
one.
between 1 and 10. 6
I'll
and
just be
10.
happy to get one. I'd like to thank TP for hooking me up with Todd Howard. He left a message on my phone the other day. I hadn't called him back. TP, if you're listening, I'm gonna call him back. And this guy was back in the day, played guitar with I guess I don't know what as far as his music portfolio is, but we're going to find out. But he did have interaction with Cheap Trick and Ted Nugent and people like that back in the day. I think that's what he said on his message there, and I need to do a little investigation on him. But I'm going to give him a call back, and he says he will come on the podcast, so we'll have a little guest there who's got some pretty cool stories, I'm sure. And Craig, he is a conservative. He lives in San Diego, and he's a conservative.
All righty. We like
so
them.
we have somebody in the Army. What was that you were holding up there, Craig?
Well, hold on a second here. I'm dropping everything.
Yeah, you're a little disheveled today.
I know his name's Jeff. His name's Jeff, and he sent me some pictures, and he wanted me to sign them. But I'd have to, and he emailed me the other day because he sent them to me a couple months ago, and they were sitting here on my desk. I haven't lost them or anything. I set them up there so I wouldn't lose them, but that really doesn't mean a lot. Jeff Markinette, and he asked me if I'd signed those pictures yet, and I said no, but they were sitting here on my desk. But I remembered why I didn't sign them, because they're all like well, here I'm on this one here. You can see me up on stage there in the background behind the Allen over there, and right here. Oh, let me get my hand.
I've never seen that picture.
That's the one Kathy Godsey took.
Oh, that's crazy.
That's the picture Kathy Godsey took, and I was
look at that rebel flag.
Yeah. I was standing over there with the squinty eyes and a mild smile. What color of ink do you want me to use, Jeff? Paint. Either silver or red. I can sign it in silver or red. And tell me where you want to sign that one. And then these pictures here, I'm really not in that one, but he wants me to sign that one too. I can sign that in silver or red. You can tell me where you want me to sign that one. And then I think he wanted me to indicate where I was sitting on the airplane and sign it there. As you can see where Gene Odom signed it here.
Oh, yeah.
But that's not, I don't know. Guess Gene wasn't sitting, so he didn't designate a seat. But I would have been sitting, this is backwards. Oh, right there, in the middle seat, right there. I'd have been sitting right there, where my middle finger is, right there. That's where I'd have been sitting,
that's
on the inside.
I actually put a video up, and I think it's on the Griff Martin files of Gene drawing one of those right there.
Right there is where I was sitting. Right there.
Those are going to be collectible right there one day,
He wanted me to sign that. So yeah, as soon as I get an email from you clarifying where you'd like me to do these and what colors ink to use, because I want to do them good for you. Either I got red or silver I can sign those with. So yeah. And if we were big time, I wouldn't be able to take the time to do this, individualize things. So, it's kind of good, and Ken, he sent me a picture of him and his wife, the guy that gave up 77. Yeah, he sent me a picture of him and his wife out he's got a nice Harley, man. Him and his wife were out in, God, I forget where they are, somewhere in the desert out there. And he sent me a picture of him. And it's nice to get personalized things from people and see who you're interacting with. It's pretty cool. Yeah.
Yeah, it's good to interact with this.
Got a nice bike, man. You and your wife out there. It was a good picture. So yeah, it's nice to know what people look like and what they do and stuff. It's pretty cool. Yeah, so it's kind of neat that it's we're staying small like this. We can be more personable to individuals, like Wheelchair Chuck. Matter of fact, we got a little special message the other day from Jesus for Survivors, and he said, God, you guys have all these nicknames for all these people. Dave for the Disciple and Wheelchair Chuck and who else we got? We got a few of them. And I wrote him back. That goes, Jesus for Survivors is the most famous, but you don't. He was saying we ought to get all these specialized people to come on, like Wheelchair Chuck. I said, yeah, we've been talking about it, and cousin Figel, cousin Figel, and I said, well, you're the most famous one. And he goes, well, I might consider it. So. Yeah, Jesus for Survivors. He's considering coming, doing a little.
Yeah, I got a message from him. And he said
cameo
he would do
for us. That'd be cool.
Yeah, he said he would
generous to us. Yeah. We've became pretty good friends too. So but he's a private person.
Yeah, Jesus for Survivors deemed me Griff the Baptist.
Yeah, he saw you squirting your neighbor with a garden hose, and you were baptizing him.
Yeah, Jesus for Survivors sent me this right here.
Baptismal nozzle.
Yeah, you are now Griff the Baptist, because if you go on the Griff Martin page, you'll see me squirting my neighbor because he was a real jackass, and I couldn't beat him up because I'd go to jail, so I had to baptize him. And I also have he sent me some sandals here too, so I can wear my sandals.
I got a pair of those. Yeah,
and I can squirt my new neighbors whenever they act up. And
the kukui nuts too. Don't forget.
Yeah, the kukui nuts. Yeah,
in necklace. Yeah.
So that's cool. Thanks. Jesus for Survivors, and I got my little baptismal wand there, and somebody sent me a message, and they were asking me about my my necklace here, which is made out of airplane metal, and Heather Langley made this. If you check her out, Plectrum Heaven, Heather Langley, she's a really great jewelry maker. And she's got stuff that she found from the airplane that she went out there many years ago and dug up some stuff and makes things. And then she, I think a percentage of her stuff goes to the monument, and she does really great work. I sent her a big chunk of wood that came from the railroad bridge over there by the Hell House. There were those guys were taking all those pictures of the band members from Lynyrd Skynyrd. So she's got a big chunk of wood there. And I guarantee if you say, hey, make me something out of that railroad bridge, and and she'll make you anything you want. She's a custom jewelry designer. Heather Langley, real nice girl. Wanted to plug her because she's got her own private business, and we want to see her succeed. And then she helps us out a lot. So Heather Langley, Plectrum Heaven. And then we got Craig. We got some bunch of comments to go over, but we were talking about that plane. You were mentioning. Remember, I asked you. I said, Craig, you were getting a divorce, so all that stuff that was on the plane, and we were talking about some hotel keys, and you said, I said, did you have those on the plane? And you said, no, they were one of the things that were back at the house. I was afraid my wife was going to steal, and then we were talking about the films weren't even on the plane that you had.
No, I left those behind. Yeah, I was kind of worried about those, but yeah, she didn't take those.
She didn't know how important those were. Those are pretty valuable. So she might have thrown them in the trash because she knew it pissed you off.
Yeah, just lucky she didn't destroy them.
Yeah, I'm glad they survived.
Her and her new boyfriend took everything that wasn't nailed down. Those speakers that I smuggled drugs all over Europe inside, they took those, and so
everything that you cared about that you thought was important, not everything, but the most valuable things.
I knew that. Yeah, that's why I took my coin collection and all that. I knew that would be gone. And all that, and the stickers and all that, everything I thought that they would take, I took with me, which was almost, but those hotel keys weighed 80 pounds. I couldn't carry around 80 pounds on an airplane. And people would go, that's another person. Well, not these days.
If you wouldn't have brought all that luggage, the damn plane might have made it to the field.
It might have, yeah. But back then, people didn't weigh as much as they do now,
Yeah,
so.
that's true. Well, everything happened.
Passengers the passengers back then weren't that heavy.
Now they have to do CG balance, on the planes nowadays, and some of these passengers weigh 300 pounds. They got to give them a special seat belt. I've seen that. Yeah, so a person comes on and they hand them a special seat belt because they couldn't buckle their seat belt. I was like, oh my God.
Seat belt extension. Yeah.
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 And I don't know how they get in between those little fold down armrests. So.
Oh, I've seen people so fat my buddy was so fat he had that one of them Cadillac DeVilles, and he could barely get in it where he could move the steering wheel. Steering wheel was up against his belly.
Yeah. I mean, it's a handicap, If you think about it, it's a handicap. But we're not making fun of anybody. We just like to see people lose weight. I'm not.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, since you mentioned it, Wheelchair Chuck, Wheelchair Chuck got in a motorcycle crash, and he said he weighed 180 pounds when he got in that motorcycle crash, and he's gained some weight, and he said he found our podcast just kind of by mistake, really. But we've been talking about people that had excessive weight, and he's in a wheelchair, so he's put on a few pounds, and he said by watching the podcast he's really become aware of what he's eating, consuming, because he realizes the problem's getting worse. So he's
why, Craig?
Because of watching the podcast, we've actually helped him out. So. So that's good.
Well, it's because he's going to race you, and he wants to get down into racing weight. He don't want.
He wants to get into racing weight. Yeah,
he wants to get down into racing weight.
Well, he's got an advantage of me though. Going downhill, anything that's heavier is faster, but then he's got to stop.
Well, yeah, but I think
He'll burn his brakes up.
we should have the race on a flat surface.
No, we're gonna have an obstacle course. Yeah, that's what definitely I call it. Yeah.
Speaking of wheelchair Chuck, he commented in the comments here, and I'll go ahead and read because he told a story. We were talking about the white lightning, and then we were talking about wheelchair Chuck, and he told a story of how he got in the wheelchair, and he said they were on their way to they were in the mountains. I think it was in Tennessee. 7 of them on a motorcycle ride, like a gang of 7 motorcycle riders, and they were on a bike trip on their way to get some white lightning. That's what they were doing. They were on the way to get some white lightning that was already paid for. And let me see, it was 3 quarts of white lightning. And then he got in the wreck, and he says that those people took advantage of him and never gave him his white lightning. They never even got a sip of it. He got crippled over it, never even got a sip of the white lightning. So
he didn't need it. He was on morphine, being in the hospital. He didn't need the white lightning. They probably wish they was getting some morphine instead of white lightning. I would have been. I like that.
I wouldn't want to have to get morphine because I was crippled, though.
No. I'm just kidding, Chuck.
He
Chuck's pretty cool. I've been talking to Chuck. He's pretty cool.
Yeah, he's a pretty cool guy, Chuck.
He wants to do that charity wheelchair event.
Yeah, we got to get that going. I definitely want to do that.
That'd be fun.
I want to.
We might get national news for that, man. That's how I'm gonna become famous. Yeah.
Yeah, just hopefully.
Where there's a will, there's a way. I'm bound and determined to make it happen.
Does wheelchair Chuck know how to wheelie the wheelchair?
I suppose he does. You better be practicing, Chuck. I'm no shit. I'm pretty good in a wheelchair on the way back.
Yeah, but you don't want to break your neck and then be like Christopher Reeves. We want to keep you where you can use your hands. We don't want to make you a quad. So be careful. Don't if you can't do it, just don't. We'll just have a race.
Yeah, we'll just do an obstacle course. That's safer. You're not going very fast.
Yeah, it's all for fun. We don't want to get too crazy. So, but it'll still be fun to watch. But,
yeah.
Okay, well, let's take a look here at some of the stuff that I got written down here. These comments. In the comments people left, quite a few there. Autumn Honecker, Craig, asks you, what's your favorite memory of the Honkettes?
Oh God, I don't know.
You gotta have a memory of the Honkettes.
I don't know that. I really.
I know JoJo mentioned.
I guess kidding around with them on my. With the video camera when JoJo said that Craig would come over and act like he was shooting under our dress and stuff.
Yeah, she said that.
I would act like I was taking pictures of him and stuff. Yeah, I'd play jokes on him. I don't know which one was. I was always doing something to him. Carrying on.
You should have some footage of them from underneath their dress. Huh?
No, I don't though. Yeah, no. I was accused of it.
You were just kidding.
Yeah.
See, you really should have done it. I don't think Leslie.
Yeah, that's what JoJo said. That Craig Reed, he was always taking films and taking under our dress. But I didn't.
But you could see under the dress.
I don't know. I guess I don't remember.
You don't remember, huh?
No.
Oh, yeah, that's one of those things you shouldn't forget. Being able to see under the Honkettes' dresses.
The Honkettes, they were just other women.
Yeah, you had so many women.
They were a dime a dozen.
Yeah, that's how he got that thing. He can't remember that. He couldn't remember what's your name, little girl. That's a true story too. And I was at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and Craig was he was supposed to bring another person along with me down there, and John Neal, and so he had an extra ticket, and he goes, what am I going to do with this? I said, why don't you give it away? I said, go give it to that young lady over there. And Craig goes, yeah, that's a good idea. And he goes over there, and
She was a college girl, yeah.
yeah,
She was fun,
and and so the lady goes, that's giving us the armband, says, you need to go get her name so I can write it on the armband. And so Craig goes over there and gets her name, and then he comes back and he forgot the name, and then she comes up there. He goes, what was your name again there, little girl? And I go, there it is. That's the song.
What was your
That's
name?
that's
What
a
was
true
your
story.
name?
That's a true story. I had chills. I had chills run up my spine. And then,
What was your name? What
that's
was
where
your
Ronnie.
name, little girl? What's
That's
your
where
name?
that's where he got that from. Because when he would bring him up back there to meet Ronnie, he would have to introduce him, and he'd go, "Hey, Ronnie, this is what was your name, little girl?" Did you call him little girl back then, Craig?
Yeah, probably, yeah. Yeah, you just
Uh,
walk up to them and you just tell them what you wanted, and all they could do is say yes, no, or you're disgusting, and it didn't matter what they said. You just move on down the line until they found one that said yes.
but some of them came up to you and said, "I'd like to meet Ronnie," and then you said, "Well,
Yeah,
well,
that's
how
true.
bad do you want to meet Ronnie?" And and then Ronnie would get seconds. Yeah, good thing he didn't know that.
Well, what am I gonna do with my friend? Just tell her to wait here for a minute.
Oh my God. That's why he didn't need to look under the honkettes' dresses, because they didn't play that probably anyway. So. Isn't that right, Leslie? I know Leslie's watching. She probably said Craig's a dirty old man.
Be a dirty
Hey,
old man till I'm a dead old man too.
okay, well, let's move along here, and let me see. Jeff in the comments, he asks, have you seen Alan's house since it's been remodeled?
No,
No, you didn't have any reason to go back
I
there
haven't
for
been in
that.
that house since. Oh my gosh.
It was up for sale not that long ago, and I saw some pictures of it. And then I asked, I think it was might have been Jimmy Withers or somebody. I asked him, and they said that it's quite a bit different. He had that studio in there, and then there's an addition they put on there too. So what I did notice out when I went on the road, and I think I videotaped it at Alan's house. He has like a wrought iron gate, and the gate was open, and I saw a big dent in the end of the gate, and
Oh yeah, 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 yeah.
I was thinking
That was
that
a good.
Alan Collins did
I
that right
remember that.
there.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Do you? Did Alan do that?
I remember the dent. I remember the dent. I don't remember how it got there, but I remember that
I
dent.
guarantee you it was Alan. Who else would have done that? Maybe you.
Yeah, I haven't been in that house since since I left down there, 84, probably. Yeah,
Yeah.
I haven't been in
Maybe
that house
Kent Griffith can tell me how that
since
dent got in there.
84. I don't think since yeah.
And then we have, I got to mention Kimmy. Kimmy always leaving. I'm going to go ahead and I hope you don't mind this, Kimmy, but I'm going to go ahead and nickname her Crazy Kimmy. If you guys go look at Kimmy's comments, and she's all over the place on these comments, man. I mean, it's like she's got some nasty stuff she says on there sometimes too. It's like, Kimmy, man, you're like you're a little out of control there, Kimmy. But we appreciate you watching, and she puts everything in capital letters, and she kind of like she'll ask a question and then she'll answer her own question. So now we have Wheelchair Chuck, Dave the Disciple, Crazy Kimmy, Jesus
Cousin
for Survivors, Cousin Figel, Griff the Baptist. So we got all kinds of nicknames. We got a regular Howard Stern show going here. So yeah, that's Crazy Kimmy. Thanks for watching, Kimmy. And I hope that didn't make you mad. If it did, let us know, and we won't nickname you that. But Then guy, his username's User, says first time he heard the bird chirp that Gary does, in the Free Bird, he said he heard Dwayne Allman do it on Layla. You remember that, Craig? I don't know if I heard a bird
No.
chirp on Layla, but we'll have to check that out. I'll have to. I'm gonna have to listen
That's
to that.
interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I would like to hear somebody do that. Alan Collins. Maybe we can get Mike Estes to imitate that Alan Collins
The
Tarzan
yell.
That
Yeah.
would be cool.
Oh, yeah.
Mike Estes, if you're listening, man, send me a Tarzan yell on the guitar like Alan. I know he's had to have heard it, right?
I bet Zach could do it.
Yeah, Zach could, but he'd have to have something to listen to. I guess he'd
I
have
could
to listen.
emulate it. Ah.
When did he do the Tarzan yell?
Da, da,
Craig?
da, 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 da. That's what.
Was it
da,
the
da,
beginning?
da, da, da. That's all. Da, 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 da. Yeah.
Was it the beginning of the concert that he did it? Like when did he
No,
do it?
just like I said, in between songs or whatever. If the headlining band, if they were opening up and the headline band guitar player was out there watching him, he'd turn around at him and give him a Tarzan yell. Da 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 da. Like, yeah, I'm the king of the jungle.
That's hilarious. Okay. Then this guy, Ketone is his name. His handle on the comment says, I guess he's got a band and they're going to send us some Smoky Mountain music when he gets back from trout fishing. All right,
Cool.
Ketone. Yeah, send it to, where can he send it to? What's your email again, Craig?
The Stoned Roadie at gmail.com.
Yeah, so send it to the StoneRoadie at gmail.com. Yeah, we like to put that on there. That's
There's a guy out there that emulates Lynyrd Skynyrd with bluegrass style, and they're really good, man.
I actually heard. I think I heard
They're
those
really
guys
good, man.
in Burnsville, North
Bluegrass.
Carolina.
Man,
Yeah, I know. I heard those guys.
it was killer.
It is good. I forget
Yeah,
their
man.
name. Do you remember their name?
No, I don't remember their name. They're good though, man. God.
And this one person says, get Shelby on there with her own line of sexy wear with a rebel flag and a floss bottom white tail. Like, Shelby ain't gonna do that. I'll ask her. We got to get Shelby on here anyway. Shelby, if you're listening, you got that laptop and I want you to get ready because I'm gonna be giving you a call here, and we're gonna have Shelby on here because I think we got her hooked up with a laptop now, and then we'll get Shelby on here. Our Stonette, Shelby, she's the one who introduces us, and she's the one who won the coin. Craig, did you send the coin yet?
Oh God, yeah, I gotta send out Shelby's coin. Thanks for reminding me. It's sitting right over there. I gotta do a good document for it too.
Yeah, she said she don't care. Just do it any way you want. She wants coin.
I do something and then I need time. I think about it. I'm a perfectionist. I got to make it it's going to hang on people's wall. Not everybody's going to take the time to get it framed and everything, but some people do, man. And I hate that someday one of them might end up in the Smithsonian, and I want it to be cool.
Craig's kind of like Mr. T. He's got that stall tactic. He'll say, "Hey, you didn't tell me what color ink you wanted me to sign it in, and I need to know where to sign it." And then they'll say, "Well, hey, have you mailed my thing out yet?" "Well, you didn't tell me what color, and you didn't tell me where to sign it."
No, he reminded me, and then I went, "Well, this is dark. I'm gonna have to either sign it." in silver or red. If I sign it in silver, it's really going to be obvious. If I can sign it in red, you're gonna, it'll be obvious, but it won't stick out. Like pow, Craig Reed.
I got to tell that story, Craig, when you were at my house and I lived over there in Cocoa Beach, and Craig I had a big stack of posters and things, and I said, Craig, I need you to sign this stuff, and he goes, no, and I go, why? And he goes, I got to take my bath now. And then I gotta have my bath before you take a video of me. And then Chad goes, oh God, here we go. You know how long that's gonna take, Griff? And I go, no. And he goes, 2 hours. And I go, 2 hours? He goes, yeah. And he even has a rubber ducky he puts in there. I go, get out of here. He goes, no, I'm serious. He got a rubber ducky and a thermometer. And I go, 2 hours, and he's yeah, and sure enough, man, he told his wife, he said, you better go in there and get your shower before he gets in there. You're gonna never get a shower.
Oh, I use all the hot water, in my bath. I use all of it.
And sure enough, man, he was in there for 2 hours, and I waited.
Oh,
waited.
It's hot.
He came out, and then I got pictures of him signing. So.
It's even getting hotter lately. It is hot. I go. Poof.
Well, that's how you lose weight, right? You get at a certain temperature.
Man, it makes me sweat. I'm lazy. I don't like to work out, so I sit in there, and man, my heart gets. I sit in that hot water, and my heart's going. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, I have to get out, man. I think I'm gonna pass out sometimes. It gets so hot. I have to get out and and chill out for a while. Then I get back in there. Yeah, it's hot, man.
Actually, I think what Craig was doing was like he probably wanted to get down to like 160, and he was at 161, and he said, "I'm gonna get in there and see if I can sweat that other pound off." Because I know how he thinks,
Yeah, when you're obsessed with losing weight, man, God, you can go take a sauna and drop 5 pounds,
Yeah, I knew it. See, I knew it.
Oh God, yeah, I weigh 160, and then at the end of the day, all that water sticks back on you.
And then you think about it and you go, hey, I might as well go for 159.
I got down to about 152, but I can't maintain that.
Oh my God.
I'm right at 165. That's where I stay.
Yeah,
I only eat twice a day. I don't eat snack or nothing.
You could try out for an Auschwitz movie or something doing that, man. You're getting too low.
Oh, I got to tell you, it's funny. I was ordering pants today. I was getting some Docker khakis off of
Amazon,
yeah, and I ordered some Dockers, and looked on the inside, and the other ones I had were just regular khaki. I don't know, but God, they got about 20 different kind of pants, and they got these ones. They're called khaki tech. they're called tech pants.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, they're tech pants. I couldn't believe it. Yeah, can't remember the actual. Yeah.
Yeah, you get that. You'll have to rip the tag off.
Tech pants. Khaki techs. That's what they were. Khaki techs.
Oh God.
I went, oh my God, tech. That's like a yuppie, ain't it? A tech.
Yeah, everybody wants to be a tech.
Everything's a tech anymore. God.
Yeah, a Starbucks tech.
TV tech, computer tech. Yeah. You're a kitchen tech. That's a dishwasher. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I'd want to be a tech.
No, tech, yeah.
I'd like to be that one guy said.
X-ray tech, visual, hearing. Well, the Walmart, they got optical techs. Everybody's a tech.
Yeah.
My God, why would you want to be a tech? Go from a roadie to a tech. Everybody knows what a roadie is. Roadies are cool, man.
Yeah,
the word roadie.
Well, you sound like you went to school for it. If you say you're a tech, if you're a roadie, you didn't go to school.
if you're a guitar tech, that means all you know how to do is work on guitars, man. Roadies know how to do everything. That's my understanding.
I'm a on the road, Griff Martin on the road roadie. I'm not a tech.
Yeah.
So
that's
okay.
that's what Ron Eckerman said. Most roadies are mostly individualized, and they take care of one person. Craig kind of roamed around and seen to everybody's needs. And don't let that stoner appearance fool you. He was on top of his game, but most of the time he was really stoned.
Yeah. You can Google that. I think it's on the internet, just that one.
Yeah, because he's the perfect description of Craig Reed. Yeah, the perfect description of Craig Reed out of Ron Eckerman's book. Yeah.
It's an audio book. You can listen to it. You don't have to read it. You can listen to it. So
that's great. Yeah, he does about 26 different voices. Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
He does Leon.
Yeah. See here, Brian, moving along with the comments, says we're doing a great job on the podcast, and he really likes that drawing screw up. He said that
people like that. Yeah,
because he says
they like to see us mess up.
but he liked it because there two people won a prize, and he said that was really great. That happened that way, and
yeah.
So I appreciate that, Brian. We
that was divine intervention that Chuck won that. Yeah, that made everything better.
Yeah. And then Homer Hancock says he's waiting on that Outhouse podcast that you got coming up.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's tonight. Yeah, tonight at 8 o'clock. Yeah.
8 o'clock?
Yeah, 8 o'clock tonight. Yeah. Outhouse talking shit about shit.
Is that on YouTube?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, live. Yeah,
they're going live, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're not that good yet. We got it.
That's what I say. Yeah, we tape ours, but you might as well be live. We hit action and we just roll with it.
We don't edit it.
Yeah,
it's got a 15-minute delay. Okay, thank you, Homer Hancock, for that. And let me see here. How about giving the guy who does the intro a shout out? That's the guy who does our Stone Roadie intro and exit,
yeah, Danny Barron. Yeah.
Danny Barron. Actually, I have a video that Danny Barron sent, and it's a song I believe he wrote. And I'll put that here at the end of this podcast. You can listen to Danny and give Danny a plug. We appreciate Danny. He was actually in the drawing even, right? He got a...
Oh, yeah. Danny's in the drawing.
And you sent him a
I'm glad he didn't win. That'd look funny.
Yeah.
Sorry, Danny, but yeah.
But yeah, I'll put that up, Danny Berenson. It's kind of like a political song. It's sort of like a Stormy Daniels thing, I was listening
what a
to
shit
it.
show that is. My God.
Oh God, yeah.
And ridiculous.
Now they're trying to get him in contempt, and they're trying to remove his Secret Service.
Crazy.
So keep picking on the poor guy, And speaking of that, Craig, where'd you get that background at? Did you color that up yourself?
No, No, I don't know where I got that one. I just stole it from somewhere.
Yeah. Patriotic.
Yeah, it is.
Let me see here. Okay. Justin Alexander wants to know, what was the Lynyrd Skynyrd band's go-to beer?
Budweiser, I guess. Back in 74, that was 74, 5, and 6, 7. Yeah, Budweiser was, all that other designer beer was a little hard to get,
Yeah, there was some. Well, if you look at Billy Powell when he plays his piano, he had the Budweiser beer can on top of the piano, and then we found out there at the crash site when we were out there bringing some people out there, and we found some pieces, some shards of some Budweiser beer cans, which were from back in the day, because you could tell they weren't. They had that old pull tab on it, and so yeah, you guys had plenty of beer on the
God,
plane.
that you know what? Wasn't Coors even illegal to take past
Yeah,
Colorado in '74? Remember?
yeah, that
Smokey
movie.
and Bandit, that was '79, and it was still illegal to haul Coors past the
Yep.
state line or something. That's what that was all about. The guy
Yeah,
wanted.
the closest place to get it was Texarkana. I remember my dad used to, when he'd go through there, he'd always go to Texarkana and bring back a whole truckload of that Coors beer, the long neck, and then all of his buddies would come over, and they'd be like, "Oh, let's get a cold Coors," and it wasn't any different than any other beer. It was just a novelty thing.
Rocky Mountain water.
Yeah,
The
I guess
water
it
does
was
make a
good.
difference.
I
That's
guess
what
it
I
was
don't
good.
understand about that Hell House whiskey. It's distilled in San Francisco, and they don't have no good water in San Francisco.
Yeah.
That's why all the good liquor comes from Tennessee, Kentucky, because they got the good water. But man, they ain't got no good water in San Francisco.
I wonder if they still have that water in the Coors now. I like Coors Light. I drink Coors Light, but it's pretty good.
I only drink German beer.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What kind do you drink?
Oh,
Lowenbrau, the Lowenbrau.
well,
Was
that
that German?
Amstel. I think that's actually Dutch. Amstel Light. What is that? That's
Yeah.
It's not. That's I don't know. It's
I'm not a big beer drinker because I don't want to get fat. If I drink beer, I'll get
well, I don't
fat.
drink a lot, but when I do,
I'm already fat according to Craig.
I go to the Chinese restaurant. I drink Qingdao, or the Japanese restaurant. Qingdao Chinese
Oh,
beer.
some of that rice beer.
Qingdao. No, that's sake is but Qingdao is Japanese Chinese beer, and then Dos Equis is a Mexican beer. I don't know.
Okay, and then here's the last question, and then we can do a little wrap up here. People wanting to know whatever happened to Timmy.
Timmy, I don't know. Like I said, I dropped Timmy off at the truck stop, and I hadn't heard from him.
Wouldn't it be cool to get Timmy on here sober?
I wonder what happened to Timmy.
Yeah, we got to figure out what happened to Timmy. What'd you get out of him? Was he just passing through, or where did he
He
live?
just got out of jail and got in a fight. His hands were still kind of bloody from.
Wow, what jail was he in? Because that would be public record.
He
We could
was
look him up.
in. I forget what jail he said he was in. He just got out of jail.
It had to be close to what was it, Big
No,
Lots
I
or
don't know
something?
how he ended up there at that giant. This is this is Yuppieville here, man. I live right in the heart of Yuppieville, boy. And there ain't nobody who was going to help him over at that grocery store, that Giant Eagle. Boy, that ain't nobody going to help him out here.
He looked like he'd been in a fight because his knuckles were all beat
They
up.
were, yeah. He was just got out of jail and stuff.
Yeah, I'd like to figure out where the heck. Maybe we can get old Otto to go down to the jail and just around one of the jails around there and see if he can get some public records on Tim the podcast sober.
You froze up for about a second.
Did I? Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Okay, well.
You've done it.
All right, well, that's a clue. We need to wrap it up, Craig, if I'm freezing up my internet connection, but we'll go ahead and wrap her up.
Yeah, I think we're about 55 minutes.
Okay.
So, yeah. So that's it. Yeah, that's enough. Damn, we're yeah. Phew. I can't believe we're at podcast 160. My God, I I thought I was gonna do a couple of podcasts and be out of here. My God, over 2 years later, and we're still doing these. But it's without you and Kathy Godsey, I couldn't do these things. But people, I get a kick out of them. People enjoy them, and I just, I don't know. I just say, try to be entertaining and say what I know about Skynyrd, and people seem to enjoy it. So I guess I'll keep doing it until,
Craig, where's your little thing, and you can say like romper room and.
It was here. Let me see. I got all kind of stuff.
Somebody commented about that on the comments, and you were. I remember when I used to stay home from school sick, and that I would watch that romper room in elementary school, and she called she would have never called out Griff.
Yeah, there's my little bug. Yeah, I see y'all out there. Hey.
Who do you see, Craig?
I see Angela Lynyrd out there. Hey, Angela, how you doing there, darling? How you feeling today?
Who else do you see, Craig?
Oh, well, there's TP over there. Hey, there's Wheelchair Chuck. Hey, let me see you do a wheelie, Chuck.
Do you see Crazy Kimmy?
No. No, I don't see Crazy Kimmy.
How about Jesus for Survivors? All right, let's wrap her up, man.
Oh, really? Damn. All right. Yeah, this has been podcast 160 of the Stoned Roadie show, and until Friday. Yeah, Friday we'll see you here. Friday for the drawing. Yeah, we're gonna have the drawing here. They're coming up this Friday, and and we'll see how many times we can shake that jar and come up with a different winner.
Still got time to sneak in an email to Craig and get your number,
Oh, yeah. Anybody that ain't watched the podcast before or whatever, if you ain't got a number, yeah, write in and get your number. So here we go with another happy trails to you until we meet again, and see you later, alligator, after a while, crocodile. And this has been your host, Craig Reed, the Stoned Roadie, the most famous Stoned Roadie since the dinosaurs, and my co-host, the rocket science Griff Martin, and we're out of here. Cut. Oh, where's that dang thing? There it is.
You got to love me, I'm just a wayward politician. I'm about to offer you a very compromising position. Come on in, close the door. Don't say you've never done this before. Love me, I'm just a wayward politician. I said, vote for me, I'm just a wayward politician. While I act like I have a conscience and a vision, let me make this perfectly clear. You can't believe a word you hear. Vote for me, I'm just a wayward politician. I'm trying to but kept on all these scandals, doing a job we all know I can't handle. I'd like to find the man that everybody wants me to be, but I've done such a good job to hide him. Even the Secret Service can't find him. Well, I can't help myself, I'm just a wayward politician. You got to pay me, I'm just a wayward politician. For a price I can grant you political ambition, but no matter what they say, you never met me here today. You got to pay me, I'm just a wayward politician. Vote for me, I'm just a wayward politician. You got to love me, I'm just a wayward politician. I can't help myself, I'm just a wayward politician.